Sorry, Nicola. Polling guru John Curtice dashes hopes of Indy Brexit boost, as yes slips. NICOLA Sturgeon has been dealt a blow by Sir John Curtice, with the polling guru scotching the idea that Brexit could fuel the SNP's independence push. And 3 new polls published since the start of the year have indicated a dip in support for Scotland breaking away, he pointed out. With Scotland's First Minister pushing hard for a second referendum, and pledging to call an advisory one if her party is successful in May's Holyrood elections, the issue of Scottish independence is high on the agenda. However, despite her outspoken criticism of the UK's decision to quit the EU, Sir John, professor of politics at the University of Strathclyde, suggested it might not be quite the decisive factor she was counting on. The trio of surveys held early this year, by Panelbase, Survation and Savanta, feature similar samples of 1,059, 1,050 and 1,029 respectively. Sir John said, however, they do not suggest that the UK's exit from the EU single market resulted in any further increase in support for independence. Indeed, at 53%, the average level of support for yes was slightly down on the 55% recorded by the same 3 polls at the back end of last year. Nevertheless, he stopped short of saying the issue was not colouring the thinking of voters north of the border. He said, the 3 polls show how Brexit continues to influence people's views on independence. On average, only 39% of those who voted Leave in 2016 say they would vote yes, compared with 59% of those who backed Remain. Given that Scots voted 4 years ago by 62% to 38% in favour of remaining in the EU and they, according to Panelbase, would back rejoining by a similar margin, the UK government's Brexit policy was helpful when it came to trying to persuade Scots of the benefits of sticking with the Union, Sir John said. Meanwhile, Sir John, who was writing for the BBC's website, suggested the coronavirus pandemic probably was a factor in reinforcing support for independence. He said, the same Panelbase poll, conducted for the Sunday Times, also confirms previous polling evidence that more voters believe that an independent Scotland would have handled the pandemic better, 42%, than reckon it would have been handled worse, 23%.